of from the School of Individualized Study and graduate delegate Haley Judd from the College of Engineering Technology to speak to you on behalf of all graduates. We will start with today's undergraduate delegate. Please join me in welcoming Maya to the podium.
Good morning, families, friends, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly, of course, the graduating class of 2025. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank my father for the sacrifices he makes, Dr. J. Myers for paving the footsteps I followed, Professor Graham Carson for pulling me through the worst of times and continuing to support me through the best, my friends just for existing, and finally, my partner Mitch Burl for bringing out the best parts of me. When I reflect on our experiences here at RIT, I am met with value beyond that of a degree or job title. We have made friends we'll grow old with, met mentors who have inspired and shaped us, witnessed several rounds of campus Batmans, and if we were really lucky, we even got a ride on that motorized couch. Parents can ask your parents about that later. We have challenged ourselves. Sometimes we have failed. Always we overcame and been better for it. We have become versions of ourselves that we can be proud of. Whether or not our paths have crossed in our time here, I am deeply proud of each and every one of you. It has not been an easy few years, and you have overcome every obstacle grace and persistence that's to be admired. We've now arrived at the apex of this journey. We'll exit this weekend with a beautiful, symbolic booklet officially stamping us as educated. In truth, our education did not begin in classrooms, and it certainly won't end with a diploma. Being a first-generation American, I grew up in between two worlds. Most of my summers were spent with my family members in Ukraine, each of which played an instrumental role in shaping me to the person I am today. I had the privilege of experiencing the bustling city of Kyiv, swam in the Black Sea waters of Odessa, and breathed the air of the Carpathy Mountains. My grandmother cradled me to sleep at night, and my grandfather, more than anyone, encouraged me to create. This is where my education really started. I learned that where my family is from, it is rare to enter a shop or walk the street and be met with a smile. Contrary to popular belief, this is not because we are cold or mean, but because smiles are reserved for moments of sincerity and symbolize genuine connection. I learned that although individualism has its place, life does not feel full without community. In that world, food is bought with enough to share, neighbors are always knocking, and you never, ever eat the last piece of chocolate in the fridge without offering it to everyone else first. A lesson I learned the hard way. I learned that even on the other side of the world, many things prove to be universal. Love, grief, joy, and pain all look just the same. Although it's been a long time since I've been able to see my Ukrainian family, their essence lives in the deepest parts of my character. For them, I smile sincerely, show love to those around me, and believe that whether it's your next door neighbor or someone across the world, people are meant to be cared about. As we sit here today, preparing to receive our diploma, we might wonder what it's really worth. We hear stories of people switching their careers a dozen different times, or taking on jobs that have little to do with what they studied. Yet, their degree still holds value. Why? Because, among other things, it is a symbol of our ability to learn. We have had practice researching, identifying patterns, connecting ideas, and uncovering truths. These skills will undoubtedly make us better professionals. But even more importantly, it will make us amazing people. Because learning isn't just something you do for a grade or job. It's something you do when you choose curiosity over judgment, when you decide to ask why, instead of assuming you already know. It shows up in the quiet things. How you listen, how you love, how you treat the people around you. It's what makes us stop and think before we speak. It's what makes us understand that empathy is not weakness, but rather one of the strongest and most intelligent traits we can carry. we enter a rapidly changing world. A time so unprecedented, we might need to invent a new term for it. So now, more than ever, it is important to remember that knowledge is a weapon against ignorance as much as it is a tool for success. Learning is not just a means to an end. It is a way of living, a way to challenge, to question, and to build a world rooted in understanding. In an environment that now doesn't always uphold the values we have spent our time building, I hope we will be the ones to make others feel seen, the ones who make room at the table, who will remember to offer the last piece of chocolate even when we really want it for ourselves. I hope we'll be the ones that never stop learning, not just to succeed, but to soften, to stretch, to grow into someone our younger selves would find comfort in, someone our communities can lean on. Graduates, everyone sitting in this room today swells with pride. And although you enter a world that's shared, today is all yours. Thank you and congratulations.
That was awesome.
Good morning.